Hinduism is considered by many as the oldest active religion in the world. It's a very unique religion with many aspects that are not so easily understood. After we did our episode on Islam, so many of you requested facts on Hinduism. One of our viewers in particular, Aninda Naranya Singh 07, he's watching all the way from India and requested for us to do this video on Hinduism. Thanks for joining us here on another episode of FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton. Now, our goal with these videos on religion is to give you an insight on the various aspects and elements of a religion and not to challenge personal beliefs about Hinduism or any other religion that we cover. As always, I ask you to respect everybody's beliefs, even though you may disagree with them, because we all have a reason for believing what we believe, right? The word Hindu is derived from the Sanskrit word Sindhu, meaning river. It was the Arabic invaders that used the name Hindu for people that were on the other side of the river, Indus. Now here's a surprising one. Did you know that Hinduism is not the real name for the religion? This name was made up by Greeks and Arabs to those living by the Sindhu River. The real name of Hinduism is Sanatana Dharma, or the Vedic Dharma. Sanatana Dharma means the eternal way, and that's pretty much the easiest way that I can translate it into English, because there's no single English word translation for Dharma. Hinduism also has no founder, according to scholars. They state that Hinduism has various cultural and traditional roots, and it has evolved over time through different texts and scriptures. And speaking of religious texts, yes, Hinduism is made up of several scriptures, sacrificial formulas, as well as songs. This group of texts are known as Vedas. Vedas are also called Sruti, unlike other religious texts which are called Smriti, meaning what is remembered. Now, before I continue with this video, guys, that leads us to our question of this episode, and I want to know, what religious books have you read? Whether it's the Bible, the Kojiki, the Quran, or anything else, let me know down there. In Hinduism, the Rig Veda is the first sacred text of Hindus. It was written more than 3,800 years ago, and the text of it was written for over 3,500 years. The text had been passed down orally from generation to generation, and many of its verses continue to be used today in many Hindu celebrations, making it probably the world's oldest religious text currently still in use. Hindus consider the number 108 to be very sacred. Although there are some variations on the number's significance, this is in relation to the sun's distance from the earth and the sun's diameter, or the moon's distance from the earth and the moon's diameter. It gets pretty tricky and complex, but we also see significance of the number 108 because most of the prayer beads in Hinduism contain 108 beads. Many of the deities in the Hindu religion, like Lord Shiva for example, have a specific day that they're worshipped on. Like Lord Shiva is worshipped on Monday. However, Hindus themselves don't have a specific day to actually go to their temple and worship. The temple can simply be visited anytime they feel. Now, this word here, Juggernaut, the official definition for it is a huge, powerful, and overwhelming force or institution. Also, if you are a fan of X-Men like myself, it also refers to this guy right here. But anyways, the English word Juggernaut is taken from the Jagannath chariot. This was a huge chariot of the Jagannath temple which reportedly crushed hundreds of people under its wheels during a Rath Yatra, which is simply a chariot festival. Now, most of us have heard this sound. I think I did it right. Well, that word spelled A-U-M, or simply O-M, it's considered to be a very holy sound. The beginning sound, ah, that represents the creation aspect of the universe and everything within it. The oo sound signifies the maintaining energy in the universe, as well as the subtle impressions of the mind. And the sound, that characterizes the transformative energy of the universe and the thoughts and beliefs of your beingness. Another pretty interesting thing about Hinduism is that atheists and believers in a god can actually exist together. This is because Hinduism gives complete freedom of practice, and they advocate that there are many ways to reach God, although the path may be different. Perhaps one of the most well-known Hindu sayings is this: "The truth is one, sages call it by different names." In the end, this is what Hinduism aims to teach you. Loka samatha sukhino bhavantu, om shanti shanti shanti. And that translates to, may all the beings in all the worlds be happy. Let there be peace, peace, and peace everywhere. And in the end, guys, we're all looking for truth, and nobody likes to be lied to, right? Well, at least I hope not. So rather than fighting amongst ourselves and fighting one another, let's just continue to share what we already know and be open to listen to people, like genuinely listening to them. You never know what you might learn. Thanks for tuning into this episode at FTD Facts. Be sure to leave your thoughts and comments down below and let us know what other video topics you'd like us to cover. Until next time, guys, stay awesome. My name is Leroy Kenton, and I hope you enjoyed this episode on Hinduism. It's a religion that strives to help you achieve peace, and if not, at least as close to peace as possible.